price at the pump hit a high of $4 for a gallon of gasoline, Americans reacted by driving less, selling the SUV, and seriously considering an alternative fuel vehicle like compressed natural gas. Is natural gas the answer to skyrocketing gas prices? A handful of local drivers are convinced it is, and they're putting their money where their mouth is.
It's absolutely the greatest thing in the world if you're looking at cheap transportation and you're tired of having to deal with the price of gas.
When it hit $4 a gallon, I decided enough was enough.
Both Francis Cote and Adam Cook are now owners of a new Honda Civic GX natural gas vehicle. These cars rely on American supplies of natural gas and not imported oil. The CNG Civic has been certified by the EPA as the cleanest vehicle in the world. Both men say they are saving a ton of money at the pumps. Right now it sells for $1.65 for a gallon equivalent.
That's pretty cheap.
You're laughing all the way to the bank.
Yes, it's a significant improvement when you're driving, and the more miles you drive a week, the better deal it becomes.
Francis invested in this natural gas pump for his garage at home. It's called the Fill. The Fill station connects right to your home natural gas line, and as a result, you save even more money than buying at a local National Fuel station. So you're paying $1.10 to $1.20.
That's correct.
That's unbelievable.
It is. And it's a beautiful car that runs just like a gasoline car. And I think, to me, it's the better performance because the emissions are zero or near zero.
The Civic GX looks and drives just like a normal Civic with only one inconvenience. The trunk is significantly smaller than a gas Civic because it has to house a large natural gas tank.
Ecstatic about the purchase of the car. I have no remorse about the purchase. It runs just as good as a regular car. I'm helping the environment. The fuel cost is very inexpensive.
Well, natural gas is clean, it's abundant here in the U.S., and of course it's a lot cheaper than gasoline. The only problem is if you're driving around and you run out of natural gas and you pull into a gas station like this, you're probably not going to be able to fill it up. National Fuel has only 3 stations locally where you can fill up with CNG. This is the one major disadvantage that CNG owners say that they encounter. So you need to watch the fuel gauge carefully and plan accordingly.
Other areas I might be a little bit more worried, but by and large the state of New York has a very good infrastructure for supporting a vehicle like this.
UB and Buffalo State College have been using natural gas vehicles for several years. Then Governor George Pataki signed an executive order in 2001 directing state agencies to be more energy efficient, which included the use of alternative fuel vehicles.
It's also the good environmental thing, and colleges like to lead by example anyway, so for us it was a good fit to at least try to do some of this.
Buffalo State has 10 CNG maintenance vehicles in service right now. Joe says they work great, and with no oil filters to change, they are cheap to maintain and easy to fill up.
And you take this hose, and you stick it right on here, as such.
That's it?
That's all you do, and you press the start button. It kicks in, and now natural gas is coming through the system into the vehicle, and it'll fill up and it'll drive on natural gas versus gasoline.
That's all you have to do?
That's all you have to do.
Francis and Adam admit that they are on the cutting edge of change. Even Francis's friends thought he was crazy at first.
But then they come back after they do some research. I've actually convinced a couple people, friends of mine, colleagues in IBM, that are now their fathers are interested in buying a new car, and they're going to go ahead and buy the Honda Civic.
The natural gas Civic retails for $25,760, and the gasoline version retails for $21,005. The natural gas version is several $1,000s more, but the government will send you a check in the mail for $4,000 as a gift to encourage you to buy a natural gas vehicle. Francis is now in the process of converting his brand new Ford F-150 at a cost of $4,500.
These are the lights that indicate how much fuel there is in the vehicle.
And if you want a home fill station that attaches to your residential gas line, the same gas line your cooktop uses, it will cost you $2,800. But the government will also send you a check for $1,000.
You just come out of work, fill it up, and go home.
Adam plans to save the extra cash and just fill up at the local stations.
I feel pretty good about myself, about my decision. No buyer's remorse whatsoever.
And if you're thinking about buying a CNG vehicle or converting an existing vehicle, make sure to check out all your fueling options. Right now, there are more than 1,000 CNG fueling locations in the U.S., but many are not open to the public. And remember, if you plan to use the vehicle as a local commuter car, you can always install that home fill station for convenience. For more information on CNG vehicles, just check out our top stories section of WGRZ.com. Scott Levin, Channel 2 News Daybreak.